Welcome back to the cryptoworld channel, everyone. My name is Josh, and right now Ethereum is breaking out to the upside after we saw that breakout in the daily RSI that we have been talking about over the past few days or so. I will also be updating you on the 3-day time frame for Ethereum and what is happening in the stock markets right now. But just before we get into all of that, be sure to drop a like down below. If you're new to the channel, you might as well subscribe with notifications turned on for more updates just like this every single day. But with all of that out of the way, let's get straight into what this video is about. So right here, we are on the Ethereum to Euro chart on the daily time frame, and for the past 2 weeks on this channel we've been looking at these areas of resistance and support. First of all, this area of support was coming into play at around 2.3 to 2.4 thousand, and this area of resistance, which was previous support for Ethereum, was coming in between 2,650 and around 2,900. But if you're looking at the current price action, Ethereum has gotten above 2.9k, which means we are potentially breaking above this massive range of resistance. But we also need to see some confirmation, such as a daily candle close, or we do have a weekly candle close coming up in a couple days. And one of the primary reasons why Ethereum is pumping to the upside is because the Ethereum RSI on the daily time frame has broken out to the upside a few days ago. Obviously, this is nothing new for the subscribers out there because I have been talking about this scenario almost every single day for a couple weeks now. And for as long as the Ethereum RSI on the daily time frame stays in some sort of uptrend, basically forming higher highs and higher lows, then honestly, we could start trending much more bullish in the Ethereum price action. Because just as some examples, the last couple times that we saw this sort of thing was back during the middle of last year and also back leading into October last year. And if you're looking at when the daily RSI really started entering into a new uptrend and taking a look at the corresponding price action, we saw incredible amounts of bullish price action moving forward. Now, it is important to mention that nothing is guaranteed in these markets, and even in most uptrends, we still have some red days here and there, so just keep that in mind. But right now, I am personally leaning more bullish than I am bearish, and of course, I was letting you know that ever since we saw this breakout around 4 to 5 days ago in the Ethereum RSI on the daily time frame. Also, on the 3-day chart, we are still holding above this ascending line of support, which is still good for the price of Ethereum because it means we are forming higher lows and we are also still forming higher highs, meaning that on the larger time frames, we are technically still in an uptrend. And staying on the 3-day time frame for Ethereum and looking in the 3-day RSI, we are also seeing a breakout here as well. And for any of the beginners out there, the larger the time frame, the more significant it is. And once again, this is nothing new for the subscribers out there because we have been talking about this quite a lot. But for anyone new to the channel, if you're simply taking a look at these previous examples where we saw the 3-day RSI for Ethereum break above this descending line of resistance, at the moment that we finally saw the breakout in the 3-day RSI for Ethereum, that basically signaled a lot of bullish price action. But as I said earlier, even these strong uptrends still had some red candles here and there. So just keep in mind, if we do see some short-term bearish price action, that doesn't necessarily end this signal or anything like that. Instead, something that could end this bullish signal is if the Ethereum price falls below this ascending line of support, which is currently coming in at around 2.4k. Because obviously, if that happened, that would be a strong signal on the chart telling us that Ethereum is beginning to break this larger uptrend. But obviously, right now, we are not seeing that. So for the time being, I am leaning more bullish than I am bearish. And now just quickly checking out the Ethereum versus Bitcoin chart on the 3-day time frame, nothing much has happened over the past few days. Basically, we just need to keep an eye on this level of support, which is coming in at around 0.065 Bitcoin per Ethereum, because Ethereum needs to remain above that line of support in order to remain in this larger uptrend, similar to what I was just talking about on this chart for Ethereum versus the US dollar. And as for this point of resistance, that is currently coming in at around 0.09 Bitcoin per Ethereum. So just in case we do see Ethereum start rapidly outperforming Bitcoin, then that would be a strong level of resistance. But between now and then, we've got our Fibonacci levels. First of all, the 38.2% Fibonacci level is coming in at around 0.074 Bitcoin per Ethereum. And then the most important Fibonacci level is the golden pocket, and that is coming in at around 0.08 Bitcoin per Ethereum. And now taking a quick look at what is happening in the stock market, this right here is the S&P 500 index on the 2-hour time frame. And just yesterday on my channel, in my Bitcoin update video that I posted right around here, I let you know that there's a very good chance that the stock market could see a short-term pullback due to Meta, also known as Facebook shares, dumping to the downside. And you can see here that we did end up seeing that happening. We did see a pullback in the stock market as expected. But as I said over on my Twitter, while the stock market had another dip, Bitcoin and Ethereum held up surprisingly well. Because in case you are new to the channel, most of the time, Bitcoin and Ethereum are somewhat correlated to what's happening in the stock market, which means if the stock market has a decent move to the downside, Bitcoin and Ethereum also usually play out a decent move to the downside. And if the opposite happens, if we see some bullish price action in the stock market, usually Bitcoin and Ethereum play out some bullish price action. Now, even though this correlation between the stock market and crypto prices occurs quite often, it still does not occur 100% of the time. And obviously, what we have seen over the past one day is a perfect example of a short-term time period where the stock market and crypto is actually not that correlated. And by the way, if you want to get these extra updates throughout the day, make sure you follow me over on my Twitter, and the link to my Twitter is in the description down below and also in the pinned comment. But anyway, if you found this video useful or simply enjoyed it, please make sure to leave a like down below. And if you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe with notifications turned on so that you don't miss out on any of these important updates that I post every single day. And make sure you're checking out one of these uploads if you haven't already, because these videos just here can potentially help you make more money in the crypto market, even if prices are going up or down. And as always, I appreciate all of your support on the channel at the moment. I can't thank you enough. But anyway, that is everything that I have to say for today. I really hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next video.